This is your WW3 news. As I mentioned in the previous video, things, if they continue to drag on in the Middle East, the conflict, obviously there'll be interruptions of supplies of fuel, and obviously this will have an impact on our lives gradually, sooner or later. And shortages, not just for fuel and even other items which we daily purchase, like our groceries and so on. I think it'll be a good idea if people start preparing slowly without panicking, observing what's going on overseas, because what happens over there at the end of the day will have an impact on our lives sooner or later. Well, it's not exactly you have to go out and do panic purchasing. Slowly program your needs, what you required for a long stock of food and resources, basically, and possibly fuel as well. And in these certain circumstances, there's a thing which is called going green. That means you blend in with an environment which you live in. You do not show off or give away what you're doing. Next, a can of food, whatever it is, to add it to your food stock every week. A few items, you know. It's usually someone buys something a bit extra instead of going out with a trolley full of stuff. That's a dead giveaway. And regarding fuel, well, you can legally stock fuel in your domains, obviously following safety legislation regarding this type of discipline of your nation, using jerry cans, 1 or 2 cans of fuel will be useful. Try as possible always have a full tank of your vehicle. Maybe a bit of a financial burden, because probably you may need to use a vehicle in an emergency situation, whatever it is. And obviously when you have a empty tank, everyone else is queuing up for fuel. You know, you don't want to be the last of the herd to do this, don't you? And regarding energy, I think a more of a wiser use of electricity. Use energy saving devices. Do not use energy which you don't need, like keeping on the lights. Just for that, they're better switched off, and pull out non-essential devices which you don't use all the time. Always have to have your fridge attached to the electricity supply, otherwise your stuff will go off. And like I said, if this thing continues to go on, we'll then end up fuel rationing, program blackouts to save energy, and probably a bit like the crisis of 1973. Or if you would have been in the United Kingdom, living in the United Kingdom in the 1970s, the blackouts due to industrial action of the trade unions or these workers or could have been that crisis in 1973. More shorter working week, rationing on fuel, and probably slowly the what you may call it regarding the supply of groceries, it can be more harder. Obviously, that will have probably top priority as supplies of fuel, diesel for trucks, because most of our stuff are on wheels. It's difficult. A train pulls up in front of a supermarket and unload groceries. There's trucks which 24 hours a day they deliver various type of goods to our supermarkets and stores. And obviously the prices of goods are going to go up, especially food, and it could be even a shortage of foods, and that could spark off into social disorder. I think the government's known this a lot, and they have to, you know, have some type of contingency plan. They're probably working in secret right now, monitoring the situation, how it goes. So it's best to prepare now, bit by bit. It's best to have something than nothing in the end. Because like I said, you don't be the last one to arrive at the supermarket and you find probably shelves of the store empty. What are you going to do? Panic. You must program your priorities and supplies in a very calm manner, because panic buying won't do nothing. Like last time when there was the dreaded virus, everyone went panic shopping and then buying useless things at the end of the day, and obviously leaving the shelves more empty for other people. And this is typical what people do when they're not organised. Most people are not organised, 90%. If you're organised in that manner, in preparation, and obviously keep your preparations without giving it away to no one, because you never know, someone may realise you have stock of food and other type of supplies, and you can become a victim of these marauders, as they say. So prepare and keep under the radar and keep informed about the situation.